Hello, everybody. How's it hanging? I'm gonna be real. Shit is not working, and I don't know why. The sound, I mean. So we're gonna try and fix that. My headphones were not plugged in. Well, I plugged them in, and nothing is different. No, it's not that. Is it really a Molly stream if we don't have technical issues? I don't think so. Built for tough. Yeah, I don't know where the sound is going to. Danganronpa is not producing any sound at all. I may need to relaunch the game. Bum bum. Well. Oh, shit. Oh! Oh, it's loud. Okay. Okay, here we go. I don't know how to skip to. Oh, I just hit escape. Nice. But yeah, what's up, party people? It's Danganronpa time. We left off at the chapter 3 murder, so we're going to start the investigation. 2 body discovery announcements in a row. That means the hanged body with a hemp bag on its head, Hyoko's suspended body. Both of these bodies have been discovered at the same time. Wait, what is this?
What?
Hyoko, and who the hell is that other one wearing the hemp bag?
Could it be?
2 victims? But when I was here earlier, I didn't see Hyoko's body. I only saw that hanged body over there. Not even 10 minutes passed, but still, why? What is this? Impossible, 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 impossible! It's impossible for killings to happen on this island. This is the 4th one.
Shut the hell up!
This is just...
For now, we should lower that person wearing the hemp bag to the ground. Leaving it like that is just too sad.
Yes!
But what about preserving the scene of the crime?
Damn it!
Who fucking cares about that? There's a control panel for the baton lighting on that wing of the stage. You can lower the body with that. That one. Fuyuhiko ran over to the wing of the stage and pressed a button on the control panel. Roar! With a motorized sound like the growl of a starving beast, the baton lighting slowly descended. When it descended enough for us to reach it, we all worked together to lower the body. Now, I'm going to take off the hemp bag, okay? Ugh. Even though I expected it, I still didn't want to confront that reality. Under the hemp bag, there was no denying that the face I saw belonged to Ibuki.
Damn it!
Damn it! It's all my fault. If only I did a better job watching over Ibuki. You're wrong. It's not your fault, Mikan. No matter how we feel, the one at fault is...
What's the matter?
Jeez, it looks like someone died in here or something. So you finally showed up, the root of all evil.
What the heck?
How dare you call your big brother the root of all evil? I even went to the trouble of bringing everyone here for you. Bringing everyone?
Are you kidding me?
Ibuki and Hyoko.
What?
So 2 people have been killed.
What?
Whoa there, that's not all. I've also summoned the others who were at the hospital. The others.
Trouble.
Looks like another serious incident occurred while I was unaware.
Damn it!
I can't believe they did such a horrible thing. Nagato, Akane, are you okay? Huh? Of course. What do you mean, of course?
No way!
Are you talking about the despair disease? Jeez, you guys, that stuff's totally over now. Over? Yeah, 'cause I got bored. For that silly reason? And now that the killing has started, there's no need to keep that motive around anymore. Yeah, that despair disease is gone now, so you don't have to worry about it anymore.
What'd you say?
What the heck? That's impossible! How can you spread a disease and cure it so easily? Who cares about the itty-bitty details? What matters is that it's already been cured. So let's get back to the main topic and proceed as usual.
The Monokuma file!
The Monokuma file!
See ya
I'll be waiting at the class trial. Do your best to investigate.
This cannot be.
Again? we have to do this again? We have no choice! Like last time, if this means one of us killed these two, then we cannot let this be! Why do we have to do this? Thinking like that won't do anything. We have to do this. If we don't do anything, we'll all be executed. Bada bing, bada boom.
What do you yearn for?
But what about Nekomaru? What's going to happen to him? Is he not going to participate this time? Is that even allowed? Nekomaru? Huh? That's strange. I'm crying. What happened to me? Looks like lingering after effects of the despair disease. It's nothing for you to worry about.
Hey.
Are you okay?
Yep.
Fortunately, it seems I have nothing to worry about.
This is bad.
Since you had the liar disease, your after effects could be lies. Maybe.
Leave it to me.
Please leave Nekomaru to me. Everyone must focus on investigating, so I must do my very best. I will definitely bring back Nekomaru and win everyone's trust. It seems we should leave Nekomaru to Monami. What about guarding this area? Do we still need it?
Damn it.
I'll stay. I still don't feel good yet. It's better if I stay here too, right? I should perform the autopsy again, right?
Damn right.
Then I'll leave that to you. Then let's get started, so we can end this nightmare for good. That's right, we need to end this. We need to finish this once and for all. I know there's no way we can believe that one of us did this, but for those two's sake, we need to find the truth, and then we need to end this nightmare once and for all. Like, I've been putting up with this for a while, see? But why is it so damn hot in here? I hate being hot. It's because your clothes are so smothering. Ah, I seriously can't stand it. I'll let you guys investigate this place. And so Kazuichi left the music venue under a cloud of grumbling complaints. But it really is hot. In fact, it's swelteringly hot. Why is it this hot? No, before that, I need to check the Monokuma file first. There are two victims this time, Ibuki Miyoda and Hiyoko Sanji. Ibuki Miyoda's cause of death was a crushed windpipe as a result of choking. There are no other external injuries. Hiyoko Sanji's cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool. It appears her death was instant. What the? Is this it? I already knew the cause of death from the beginning. This isn't going to be a useful clue, but adds it anyway. It's strange. Why did the killer kill two people? Huh? I mean, the more people you kill, the more clues you'll leave, right?
So...
I don't think it's really necessary to kill two people and take that kind of risk. I agree with that. Was there a reason they had to kill two people? A reason for killing two people? Regardless, something like this shouldn't be forgiven, so...
I'll definitely find out.
She's gonna find out. I'd really prefer if she had a more confident sounding catchphrase. Okay. Broken machine. What is it? The shattered remains of a machine.
I see.
This appears to be the surveillance camera unit.
This too.
Kazuichi put it in the music venue for communication purposes. Humph, why is it destroyed like this? Perhaps criminal psychology is at play here? What do you mean?
Well,
Even if they know they are not being recorded, there is no way the killer would tolerate committing a murder in front of a camera.
Fine.
So that's why they destroyed the camera. Seems plausible enough. They'd hesitate to murder someone in front of a camera, and that's why the killer destroyed this? Then what was that thing I saw? Surveillance camera unit has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay. So I'm trying to think. Okay, we'll go up to the stage. There's a lot of shit here. Candle? There's a massive candle positioned near the front of the stage. The light in that video must have been coming from this candle. They didn't need to bother using a candle, they could have just used the normal stage lighting. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Step ladder's tipped over on its side. Step ladder in the video. Isn't that a bloodstain?
See?
Oh. Yeah, there shouldn't be. Buki didn't have any external injuries. If that's the case, then it must be Hyoko's blood. That's the only thing I can think of. A bloodstain that probably belongs to Hyoko is on the left side of the stepladder. What does it mean? Okay. Hemp bag. Why did she have a hemp bag? Wait, huh? Hemp bag. Upon further inspection, there's a Monami decal on the fabric. It looks like this isn't just a normal bag. What, no truth bullet? The rope. From what I can tell, it looks like a regular length of rope with no unnatural features. But despite the fact that this music venue has a storage room, there shouldn't have been any rope in there. Which means, was it obtained from the supermarket? Did the killer bring it from there? That means anybody could have obtained this rope, and it means it'd be difficult to use this as a clue. I wonder if that's true. Huh? Oh, I just noticed a little something. Is it okay if I confirm it? Mika, excuse me, Mikon, do you have a moment? What's happened? There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right? Yes. She had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself. So Ibuki died by hanging herself. That was obvious the moment we discovered the body. You might not have seen it, but we all saw that she hanged herself. You're right. Yep, I got it. So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place. Jeez, as usual, I have no idea what he's up to. Ibuki's body lay atop the stage. She's wearing the hospital gown she was wearing when she was sick. What's this on Ibuki's feet? I didn't notice when she was hanging, but the soles of her feet are dirty. It's blood, right? But there shouldn't be any external injuries on Ibuki. If that's the case, this blood belongs to someone else.
Damn right.
Hey Hajime, can I talk to you for a sec? You already discovered the body before you met up with us, right? Yeah, at first I didn't know it was Ibuki because of that hemp bag, though. But I knew right away she was dead since she was hanging from that rope.
Like,
Which means Ibuki must have died before Hyoko was tied up.
well,
That helps. There's no time of death written in the Monokuma file this time. So I wasn't really sure who died first. It's true, their estimated time of death wasn't written in the Monokuma file this time. But I should know when Ibuki died because I personally saw it. In that video, Ibuki was climbing the stepladder on her own, so right after that... Wait, hold on. If Ibuki climbed that stepladder and died right after, does that mean she committed suicide? No, that's impossible, because... even if Ibuki committed suicide, it doesn't explain Hyoko's death afterwards. Two different deaths happened at the same time. There's no way that's a coincidence. Hyoko's body is suspended against the pillar on the side of the stage. She's wrapped against the pillar with duct tape, and she looks like she was forced to stand upright. Damn it, who did this? According to the Monokuma file, her cause of death was a slit throat. Her neck looks like it stopped bleeding, probably because of the duct tape wrapped around it. But why is Hyoki's kimono like this? Her kimono is all disheveled. Also, her sash is tied in the front. Did the killer do this too? But when did the killer kill Hyoko? When I first discovered Ibuki's body, I didn't see Hyoko's body there. If that's the case, Hyoko was killed. It must have been during the time I was getting everyone before I came back here. But that was barely 10 minutes. Is it really possible for the killer to have killed Hyoko and taped her up in such a short amount of time? Even if it's possible, whoever did it would have had a narrow window of time to do so. Because the killer must be someone who doesn't have an alibi during that time, right?
hey!
Hajime, do you have a minute? No, you're in the way.
Now.
I don't wish to be in your way at all, but there's something I really need your help with. Help?
Actually,
If you look closely, there's an unnatural shape bulging from inside Hyoko's kimono. So I was thinking that she might be hiding something. Wait, hold on. Don't tell me you want me to search inside Hiyoko's kimono. Huh? That's exactly it.
Why?
Well, it would have been a problem if she were alive, but she's dead now, so you know? So it's totally fine. Don't mess with me. Are you saying there's no problem with that now that she's dead? If you don't want to do it, I'll just have to ask someone else. Akane!
Yo!
What's that?
Hey,
Well, there's something I want you to do for me. It looks like there's something inside Hiyoko's kimono. Can you feel around for that?
What?
I don't really understand, but I just gotta check Hiyoko's kimono, right?
thanks.
Thank you, Akane. Helping each other is such a wonderful thing.
Well then.
Let's see. Akane reached through the duct tape binding Hiyoko as she stuck her hand inside her kimono. Damn it, she's tied up so tight I can't really reach with my hand. Oh wait, hold on.
Yo!
There's something. Is this what you were looking for? Is this a key?
Perhaps.
It looks different than the keys to the cottage, so this might maybe the key to her motel room. Key to her motel room, huh? If her key was so deep inside her kimono that it'd be hard to remove, then it's very unlikely that the killer tampered with its evidence.
Isn't that right?
Because if this is a trap, they would have put it more toward the front of her kimono, so we'd notice easier. Which means we can conclude this is something Hiyoko had with her all along. Motel room key has been on. Also, it's not like I'm adding to that or anything, but you looked like you were curious about the condition of Hiyoko's body. Right, Hajime? Of course, that's why I'm investigating. It's true, there are several mysteries regarding her body. Well, just hear me out for a second. Out of all those mysteries, what I think is the strangest is
See?
the way he wrapped her body with that duct tape. It's almost like they were trying to hide the wound on Hiyoko's neck, don't you think? Hide the wound on her neck? I don't really know if that was their true intention, but I guess it's a big help for our investigation. The reason for the low volume of blood is because the duct tape is acting as a compress, right? If her body was left alone after her throat was slit, the surrounding area would be a sea of blood. Sea of blood, huh? Two dead bodies floating in a sea of blood. That's enough to make anybody faint. Over 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I know it's so damn hot. I better turn off the heater for now. That should cool things off a little. There's a control panel on the wing of the stage. It seems you can use this control panel to raise and lower the baton lighting on the ceiling. In fact, we used this to lower Buki's hanged body. Speaking of the lighting, the video of the music venue I saw, it had a dim, candlelit ambiance to it, and it didn't look like this lighting was used at all. Well, why didn't they use this lighting? Was there some reason that would have inconvenienced them?
So you have a
So you didn't notice? Humph, are those eyes just little glass balls? Take a good look at the baton lighting above your head. Have you not noticed that aberrant item? Look at the baton lighting? You mean that? There's something that looks like black paper stuck to the baton lighting. So you've finally noticed! But I can't see it from here. I should lower the baton lighting one more time and...
see it! Go, my four dark devas of destruction!
Go, Mirage Golden Hawk Jumpy! Now is the time for you to take flight! Fwahaha! Feast your eyes upon the brave souls of my four dark devas of destruction! The hamster launched itself from Gundam's hand and ran up the baton lighting on the ceiling in a flash. Choo choo! It started running around the stuck slip of paper in rapid circles. Then the paper fluttered downward and was deftly caught by Gundam. Did you see that? Behold the ultimate power of the ultimate evil eye wielder! That is amazing. I have never seen a hamster do tricks.
How pitiful.
They are my four dark devas of destruction. Hamsters are merely their temporary form. So what's with that paper?
Fine.
Check paper.
It was close.
Okay, it's a clue. Is there more? Okay. So I just need This curtain. It's not wide enough. It can't reach from one edge of the stage to the other. It's not really a full-length curtain. This curtain wasn't originally here, right? If it was, it's strange that it doesn't fit properly. It was probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket. See, the back of the curtain is taped for temporary use, just like the curtain at the supermarket. So you're saying someone took the time to actually bring that curtain from the supermarket? If they went that far, this was probably something that the killer really needed for this crime. Why did they need it? Who knows? Well, it wouldn't be a mystery if the answers came easy. Yep. Right about that one. What? Oh, wait. Oh, I guess I should talk to Chiaki. With her arms crossed and a thoughtful look on her face, Chiaki was silently staring at the stage floor. Did something drop on the floor there? Nothing dropped. It's just dirty. Dirty?
Hey.
See? Take a close look at the floor.
See?
If you look closely, you're right, there's a smudge as if something was wiped off. Wait, this isn't something. Is this a blood stain?
Yep.
Well, a blood stain isn't strange. Hiyoko's neck was slashed not far from here.
Still.
Rather, what's strange is, why did the killer try to hide it? Hide it?
So...
If they weren't trying to hide it, they wouldn't have bothered wiping it off. The reason the killer wiped off the blood stain, as long as the body is nearby, there's no way they'd be able to conceal the crime by wiping off a blood stain. So what was the killer trying to hide? Okay. Check out the staff only storage room. Oh, we're investigating the storage room, baby. Hi, Nagito. You come here to investigate? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it? Or is he trying to stand guard here? So how about it? Did you find any clues? The tipped over stepladder on the stage, the duct tape binding Hiyoko? That probably all came from the storage room. There might be some other things from the storage room that they used for the crime. You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end, you're just gonna be on the killer's side, right? I'm not siding with the killer, you know. I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it. That's the main reason why this case is really special, huh? But I can't say for certain, though. What is this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense. By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened. Hey, if you could explain it to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you some more useful information. Really? You might end up confusing us instead. You don't want to find the truth. You just want to make us suffer. That's not true. You're so mean. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well. For the sake of everyone's hope, I'll gladly become the enemy, and I won't even mind when I die. That's the main reason why I can't overlook this case this time. Huh? What does that mean? Regardless, I guess you're not gonna tell me, huh? Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings? You should come by later, too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously the movie theater. After he said that, Nagito walked out of my sight. Movie theater? Why is sudden interest in the movie theater? Mirror, guitars, stickers. Carpeting, wallpaper, and paint. Thick black paper that's folded up on the lower shelf. It looks like wallpaper. A lot of stickers pasted all over the front side of this wallpaper and the edge of this wallpaper. Looks a little torn, but what does this mean? A lot of stickers with the venue's logo placed here. It's like they made a bunch of them and had too many left over. It feels somewhat depressing. Huh? Compared to last time, it feels like there are less stickers than before. Am I overthinking this? No. You can see your whole body in this huge full-length mirror. It's probably used for checking costumes. With a mirror this big, it'd be easy to check how you look. I guess that's everything important in the storage room. I should go back to the music venue. One, two, three, four, five. Let's go with Gundam first. Did you direct your gaze to the brave stature of my 4 dark devas of destruction? Oh. Are you okay? Are you still not feeling well? Huh? Yeah, I don't really get it, but when I think about Nekomaru, it's like my knees start shaking. That's weird. There's no way I've got that kind of weakness. I'd probably go away if I battled a strong dude, but Nekomaru's not here. It'd probably go away. Nekomaru will definitely come back. You're right.
Damn right.
Hey Hajime, take a look at this. What? Look what's in front of the door. There's a drumstick, right? And it looks like it's broken. What happened to it?
Like,
If something like that is in front of the door, you think it might be a really big clue? Why would this be a clue? Remember when we came to the music venue? If it won't open, the only thing we can do is force our way through. I wonder if that's gonna be possible. Of the 4 of us, 2 of us are girls, you know? It doesn't matter if you can do it or not. We have to try. Let's go. We're all we'll all charge at the same time. Ready, set, go! At Fugihiko's, yeah, I charged the door full force, bam. The door was locked when we tried to get inside, and the 4 of us charged into the door. But when I examined it, I found out that this door doesn't have a lock at all. Huh? The door is designed to be pushed open, and this is the shape of the handle. As if a stick was used to bar the door here, well, don't you think it would lock the door and keep it from opening? You mean you think this drumstick was used to lock the door? The broken drumstick on the floor in front of the door should be proof of that. Then how was the killer able to get out? Huh? I mean, the music venue doesn't even have windows. This door is the only entrance. They locked the door from the inside. The killer... Maybe the killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue. Then they waited until we were already at the scene of the crime to join us. You know, don't they use tricks like that a lot in mystery dramas and stuff? If that's the case, there might be evidence of that around here somewhere. Alright, I'm definitely gonna find it. I won't let the killer get away with this. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue, huh? Like he said, that might be possible, but...
To the whole story.
I heard what you 2 were discussing. Chiaki, that was kind of cool entrance. Besides the broken drumstick, I've also discovered something interesting. What is it?
See?
Look, there's a weird glob right where the right door and left door touch, see? You're right, what is this? Looks too firm to think it's rubber.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't look like rubber, but... As she said that, Chiaki bent down, scraped off the semi-transparent glob with her finger. Numb. Why are you putting it in your mouth? That's a mood. Such a mood. Chew, chew. Ah, it smells like workshop chemicals. Workshop? And this chewiness, I see. This thing may be a glob now, but that doesn't mean it was a glob from the start. For instance, if it was originally a liquid that hardened into this, it might be possible to apply it directly and smoothly in the gaps of the door. What are you talking about? Just as I thought. It tastes nasty. Chiaki spat the glob out of her mouth and left the area. I love her so much! Besides that bit about the taste, it's okay to consider this some kind of clue, right? Mikan? If only I'd noticed sooner, Ibuki might have been saved. Hey, when did you realize Ibuki was missing? After leaving Nagito's room, I went to the on-call room, and that's when it came to me that I should go check on how everyone in the hospital is doing one more time before I go to sleep. And so, I went to the patient rooms and noticed that Ibuki was gone. So, I quickly ran out of the hospital. So that's what happened. And then I saw Fuyuhiko in front of the hospital, so I asked him if he could help me look for Ibuki. Huh? That reminds me, where were you? I thought you were resting in the lobby. That is a long story. I'm sorry. It's not like I doubt you or anything. There's no way I doubt you, because we've been together since this morning. Right, we were together until you went to the on-call room. That's right, we were together until just a little before the morning Monokuma announcement. So, I don't doubt you, I'm telling the truth. Is it alright if I continue with my autopsy? If you talk to me again later, I'll tell you what I know. So please, spare my life at least. Happen to not doubting me. Guess we'll talk to Mikon again. How about it, Mikon? Have you found out anything by now? To tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive. But it's not my fault. The music venue is just too hot. Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death. Because of the heat? Is that possible? If a body is overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine a precise time of death. I see. That might have been the killer's goal. They covered up their time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot. But that's weird. Even if this heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death? I agree. As I saw it, it should be clear what order the murders occurred. First was Ibuki, then Hiyoko. And as long as this is an imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistaking the order of the murders. Huh? Imitation murder? You don't know, Hajime? I thought everyone already knew. It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work, like a song or a film, as an outline for their killings. It's so common in detective models, mangas, and video games that you start to get annoyed by it. How would an imitation murder be related to this murder? Well, based on the killing order and the way they were killed, it's clearly an imitation of that motive. That motive?
Good instincts.
The assumption is an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed 2 people. The goal was an imitation killer. Even so, why did they feel they need to do something like that?
Have a minute.
Excuse me, if this was really an imitation of that movie, then it is possible that one more person might have... Then is it possible that one more person might have been killed?
This too.
That's certainly conceivable, if the killer wishes to complete the imitation. Hold on a sec. What are you talking about? An imitation murder? One more person might have been killed? Are you guys worried that there's gonna be another victim? Then no worries. Things would get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people could be killed at once. I'm a real cautious fella, so I've prepared a perfect countermeasure. Ahem. On this killing school trip, the same blackened can only kill a maximum of 2 people.
Huh?
You mean you've added another rule?
Yep.
Well, if killing everyone at once is okay, the blackened would be able to secure an easy victory, right? This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains. If it is a maximum of 2 people, then will there not be any more killings? Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules. I see. As expected of you, you're very strict about games. I don't want to consider this possibility at all, and I don't even want to think someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what will happen if there are 2 killers? Eh?
So...
Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hiyoko were killed by 2 different people. That would mean that 2 killers exist at the same time, but we can only vote for 1 person, right?
I am concerned.
If we can only choose one based on a majority vote, the other person could certainly achieve victory. Yeah, you're right.
See?
So what happens in that case? What about a case where there's 3 incidents instead of 2, or 4 incidents overlap one another?
Silence!
Shut up! It's okay. I'll make extra sure nothing like that ever happens.
Hey.
Meaning 2 killers can't exist at the same time. So it's safe to say that applies to this case too, right?
Wow.
Ugh.
I don't like this.
Alright, fine. That's right. There's always 1 killer at any given time. Even if they had an accomplice, I'd have you figure out who the mastermind is. Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should have just shut up and gone back to my cave. I see, so there's no possibility for 2 killers to exist at the same time. With this, I guess that narrows things down a little. That makes things a little easier.
Fine.
Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people, it means a 3rd victim would be impossible! Imitation murder breakthrough! You guys keep saying that and it sounds so strange to me. What do you guys mean by imitation? Could it be you haven't seen it? Seen it? Seriously, seen what? Like I said, that movie.
Oh my.
When we first explored this island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets. Then the imitation is...
Good instinct.
Of course! It's an imitation of that movie!
Well,
Well, based on the murders this time, it closely resembles that movie, as if they were trying to copy it. As if they copied the movie? I see. Nagato mentioned something about that. I thought we were just going to the movie theater because of, the bag. So you still haven't seen it. Still, it's not too late. I think it's probably a good idea if you watch that movie before the class trial starts. It's like, I need to do that. Then I should get going too. There are other places I want to investigate. Where do you intend to go next, Chiaki? Probably the hospital for sure. The first victim, Ibuki, was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first place.
You are right.
Thanks to the despair disease, we could not go there for some time. He's right. It might be good for me to investigate the hospital too. There might be some clues related to Ibuki's death. For clues related to Hyoko's death, I should try going over the motel. A lot of things I can do for the class trial. Okay. That's what you... Okay, so movie theater, hospital, and motel. Okay, so there's... Okay, yeah. Okay, so... Of possible people, we have... Oh, we're really losing people, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people to choose from. So we've got Nagato, Gundam, Soda, Nekomaru, Fuyuhiko, Akane, Chihiro, Sonia, and Mikan. Ah. They're all pretty stand-up people, though. I think we can probably go ahead and rule Mikan and Chiaki out. Nagito, too, with how upset he is. So, Akane, Akane and Fuyuhiko, I don't think so. So that leaves Nekomaru, Gundam, Soda, Sonia. Yeah? Okay, so that's what we're gonna need to think about. Let's go ahead and check out the movie theater first, though.
Hello there.
I knew you'd come here. That means you noticed it too, right? The case this time is an imitation case in which the killer used that movie as their theme. I wouldn't know, I haven't watched the movie yet. I see, then you really should watch this movie first. Manager, a customer's here.
Did you call me?
Did you call me?
What?
Huh? Hajime's the customer? Do you have a problem with that?
Gonna do?
And you said you didn't want to watch it, but I knew you wanted to see it all along. If that's what tsundere Hajime looks like, then you're really a tough guy. You were so devoted to being tsundere, you even bought the Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million!
Huh?
You paid $1.5 million for a sticker? It's nothing. In exchange for not watching the movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker. Come on, since we're talking about it anyway, why did you show it to Nagito? Stop it. But my resistance was in vain, and Monokuma reached into my pocket and took out the sticker. See? It's this one. I'm sorry, I was born stupid.
That's...
You bought this? For $1.5 million? But in the end, he's still gonna watch the movie. Who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me an invitation ticket. Okay, here you go. It already says so on the invitation ticket, but it's only effective today at this time. By the way, I can only give away 1 ticket per person. You only have 1 chance to watch it for free. I've already stamped today's date on your ticket, so you won't be able to cheat. Don't worry, I only plan to watch it once.
Forward to it, okay?
Then I'll go and prepare the projection reel. Please wait a bit, okay?
Hey,
Hajime, about that invitation ticket. I strongly recommend you keep that safe. Huh? Why? No reason, just think of it as a protective charm. Guess I should just wait until Monokuma finishes his preparations. It was the bag. Yep.
What's this?
Whoa there! Were you interested in buying that tote bag? Well, that's just too bad. It's already sold out. Who do you sell it to?
You're so stupid.
Stupid! There's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something that'd reveal who the killer is. So the killer bought it? Ah! Ah! I remember you said there was only one because it's a limited item, right? It's not limited to one. It's more like it's limited to one person. What's the difference? When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes. For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off. Monokuma's account.
Well, now.
Now then, I should forget that I carelessly made a slip of the tongue. Looks like the preparations are complete, so please enter the theater right away. This is exciting! Exciting! Okay, theater time. I apologize for keeping you waiting. World-famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audiences to tears. The Wizard of Monami 2.5D will be screening shortly. From the title alone, I have a bad feeling about this 2.5D. That sounds so half-assed.
Please relax and enjoy the film.
And enjoy the film.
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates. One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise.
Interesting.
And was whisked away to Monami's country. Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change. So he began his journey to see the wizard Monami, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends. Monokuma met a Monami scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide, the Monami scarecrow hanged herself and died.
Well, that's,
He also met a Monami lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows.
Oh.
He also met a Monami
Oh.
man who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron. After a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monami, the great and powerful. Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monami. And in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her. With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days
Oh my
in
God.
luxury.
Kuma King.
He lived happily ever after. The
End. Man, movies are the best. That drama was so moving that I needed 2 boxes of tissues, one for each hand.
So,
Now then, let's meet again at the class trial.
bye.
Goodbye. Bye-bye. I'm too disgusted to even let out a sigh right now. That's all I can say to describe the situation. How was it? Actually, I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. That was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. Is it even okay to call that a movie? With thanks to that movie? Now you know, right? Yeah. Just like he said, the characters who were killed in the movie match the victims in this case. Kabuki's death by hanging attached to the Scarecrow's matched the Scarecrow's death in the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko's suspended body matches the lion's theft, too.
But
It would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed 3 people, but it seems that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer is upset about that right now? Or if the killer's main goal was just an imitation murder, they should be upset about it, but I'm not sure if that's even true. Okay. Now let's leave. Okay. Hospital. I'm going to get some water, so I will be right back. I'll be right back. With more Danganronpa. Chills. Aw, there you go. Okay. Oh, fine. Hey, you prepared the surveillance camera unit, right? Yeah, so? I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. Didn't you get that from that shady-looking alley where all those machines were lined up? Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. Then, if there are other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too? No, that's impossible. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only supposed to be part of the same unit. The video that was filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed on the hospital monitor. The video that was filmed on the music video camera can only be filmed on the music video monitor. But if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate, so I decided to swap the cameras. So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage and from the music video and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number. So even if you bring the same model camera or monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. Meaning, even if another surveillance camera exists, it would be impossible to broadcast with it. However, I didn't just swap the cameras. I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't have been able to use it. You're right, you did work on that.
Well,
I feel like I haven't been here in a while, even though it's only really been a few days. Fine. Okay, yeah. Hospital. It's the same one from earlier, yeah. Okay. Camera? Surveillance camera unit on top. As long as the music video surveillance camera unit is destroyed, it's impossible to broadcast with it.
Hajime.
Hey, Hajime, there's something I want to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Did you see something with this camera?
that's right.
Oh, I also wanted to ask you about that, see? It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Hey.
Tell me, Hajime. Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video in the surveillance camera unit. It showed the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging like there is now, but the whole display was pretty dark because there was just using candlelight, but yeah, we know this.
Man.
Well, if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions, so things can still show up even in the dark. But the one I got from the Machine Alley was a really old model. See? Ah, hold on. At the time, you said you didn't know that person wearing the hemp bag was Ibuki, right? Yeah. You didn't know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself, so you rushed over to the music venue to try to stop her. But I didn't make it in time. Still, if she climbed the stepladder on her own, does that mean she committed suicide? Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer? Ibuki committed suicide? What do you think, Chiaki? There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right? Yeah, there's no doubt. If so... Hey, don't think for so long. If you don't know, just be honest about it. Well, of course she doesn't. There's no way she'd be able to figure out that easily. Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. I'm heading over there. What the heck? She ran away all of a sudden. She said the conference room. She seemed a little upset. Hey, Connie. Oh, it's an alien. More aliens. death. I don't think I've ever, like, actually been up here. Conference room and the on-call room. Let's check out the conference room where Chiaki is. What's this? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. Where's the switch? Don't turn it on. Huh? Chiaki, are you there? If you turn on the light, it's gonna be fully exposed. It'd be embarrassing. What's fully exposed? Hey, Hajime, if you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna poke them out? Am I gonna poke out my eyes? Bummer. Troll fail. No sooner did she finish saying that, I heard the dry sound of curtains being drawn. There was a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. I squinted my eyes as they started adjusting to the light. And I saw Chiaki had finished opening the curtain that was covering the window.
Hey.
Were you surprised? Surprised? I don't get it.
Huh?
I got it. Got what?
See?
The curtains in this conference room are designed to completely block out light. There's a projector in here, so they were probably careful about the light shining through.
See?
See? A black curtain that blocks light. It's also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect. A black light blocking curtain. That's why it was so dark. So, is something wrong with it? I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret. Yep, she's upset. But still, what was all that about? The bit about it being embarrassing if I look and troll fail? I just wanted to mess with you. Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? I love her, though. Should I look in the on-call? I guess I will leave. Go back to Ibuki's room? Is this one right? Wait, what? Okay, I guess I'll talk to Akane.
Now then.
Phew, I'm finally getting back to my normal self. Hajime, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my boobs if you win. What? No thanks. She was bearable when she was quiet. It'd be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. She'd beat me up if I said that odd. Anyway, why are you here?
Hey.
Well, I've never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea, but hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one. Don't tell me you plan to wear hospital gowns from now on. That's the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. It looked like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more in the empty rooms. There weren't any gowns? Yep, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so the only one left is the one Nagito was wearing. If I have no choice, then I should just use Nagito's. It's a unisex size, so I'll probably be able to fit in it. Hold on, what happened to the gown you were wearing? Are you saying I should wear the one I already wore? That's gross. Wearing clothes someone else was wearing is even grosser. No time to dilly-dally. I totally left Mikon back at the music venue. Crap, I gotta get back soon. It's okay since I already invested. Yeah. Leave here? Yes. Okay, so motel. Is there any other place we need to investigate? Yeah, I know. I don't even know. I'll just ask them, like Gundam.
So
You're here, right? Come on out! Huh? Are you talking to me? I can see you. Did you really think you could hide your presence like that? I wasn't trying to hide in the first place. Hey, which room was Hyoko singing?
Listen well.
Open the door in the center room! However, are you prepared make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. I wonder, how does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? I should go inside. Let's go. I don't know why he thought this was gonna make me shit my pants, but okay. Only stayed here a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room, but I feel a little conflicted.
Oh my.
Huh? Did the door open? Yeah, Hiyoko put the key in her kimono, so I used that to open it. I see. What? Did something happen? No, it is just... I'm starting to believe it might be my fault. Her fault? What does she mean? What do you mean, Sonia? The moment Hiyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right? Her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in her room. She had another reason. Besides that disease, what other reason would make her lock herself in her room?
Perhaps.
Her kimono. Her kimono? Yesterday I went to go talk to her. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be good for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence, it was not locked at that time, and then I saw it. Hiyoko was crying and struggling with her kimono sash. She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower, but then she could not tie her sash anymore. Mahiru is no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono, huh? Wait. Made her look normal and not annoying in that.
You are right.
Others might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Hiyoko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Mahiru, that Mahiru kindly taught her the basics. That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own.
Perhaps.
She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mahiru taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did. What did you say?
Hyoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiru taught me. That's why I can do it on my own.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror?
Ooh.
Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue? If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful. Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
And that was when she kicked me out.
It cannot be.
Could it be? Hiyoko remembered that? Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Hiyoko locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. I can't imagine that she was abducted by someone. If so, that's weird. Hey, did you tell anyone about that before the incident? Or was someone listening in on your conversation? I never told this to anyone, and I do not believe anyone was listening in our conversation. Nobody knew? If that's the case, how did the killer know Hiyoko was going to the music venue? Something's wrong. What's up there? There's a mirror, but it's so small and rusty. There's no way anyone can use this. I don't see anything else that looks suspicious. There's no sign anyone woman in this room. I don't think she was forcefully abducted. I feel like I couldn't really find any important clue. Oh well. I see you.
No.
Yes. No. But,
Damn right.
hey Hajime, can you explain it to me again? What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body? It was the same as when I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body was hanging from the baton lighting. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. I met up with Chiaki at this motel, and when we were about to go back to the music venue, you met up with Mikan and me. And when we went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some reason. So we had no choice but to break down the door, and discovered Hiyoko's body was suddenly there too. Yeah, that's what happened. This is the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki? As I recall... Monami. And Gundam. Besides Chiaki, I also saw Gundam and Monami. I see. So Kazuichi and Sonya didn't appear, huh? Do you think those two are suspicious? Well, Hiyoko was killed between the time you saw Buki's body and when we broke down the door, right? So obviously those two are the most suspicious since they went with us. That might be it, but... Well, we're at it. Let me tell you my alibi too. Blush face. When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikan panicking in front of the hospital. I asked her what's going on. She said Ibuki disappeared. So you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh?
Oh, yeah.
While we were circling the island, we came to the motel and saw you guys there. Did you see anyone else while you circled the island? No. We went to the movie theater in that street full of machines to look for Ibuki, but we didn't see anyone. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time that Mikan and I were on our own looking for Ibuki wasn't for very long. In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Hiyoko and wrapped her around the pillow with duct tape. It's true. I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue. But the fact is Hiyoko was killed, and we did discover her body. What? Do you still doubt me? Well, I'm used to it. It's true I've done things that I deserve to be doubted for. So don't worry. Even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete. I'd want to know in advance what I'd have to do to end up like that. For Yuhiko's account. Oh, it's time already?
Hello! Half the class trial, so make
Okay, class trial time. It's already time. So this again, I need to go back to that place again. Now's not the time to be a coward. The only thing I can do is go. The pit. Hey, my chat's working, right? Y'all haven't been, like, texting a lot? Everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock, and soon enough...
welcome!
Sorry, I gotta turn down the fucking AC. I'm burning up in here. Burning up for you, baby. Is everybody here? Do you guys want to go to the class trial? Hey, jerk! Hold it right there!
Monomi's such a dumb child.
What? Don't get in my way. You're just a dumb little sister who's short a few brain cells. My brain works just fine. Monokuma, what did you do with Nekomaru? I see. So you've come to avenge him. Avenge? That sounds like he died. Sounds like you say? Oops.
Anyway,
Since Nekomaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent.
bye-bye.
Now then, I gotta go first.
I won't let you.
Hold on! I won't let you escape!
Hey,
Hey, did you hear what he said? Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru's dead. He's just trying to piss us off.
Damn it!
Of course he's not dead. Wait, what? Sorry, I just went British Akane for a second there. Of course he's not dead. There's no way, not in a million years.
well,
More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will die. Why are you so excited about that?
how about it?
Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail. What are you saying, fiend? You'll find out soon enough. Then let's go.
I'm gonna do it!
All right. Let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, you're right. Escalator time. Escalator time. Ba ba da ba bum. Nobody said a word. We just stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other. The elevator descended deeper and deeper. Okay, so who is suspicious? Honestly, the most suspicious to me are Gundam, Kazuichi, and Sonia. Honestly, Sonia's my main suspect. And when it... well... maybe Soda? No, he's too dumb. And when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. Walked into that place. My! It feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. Well, 2 people got killed at the same time, and Nekomaru's not here either. Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
No.
Why bother? What?
Well,
Now then, let's begin. It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial! Please enjoy it to your heart's content! God, I love doing Monokuma laugh so much. And so, the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to open. Ibuki Miyoda, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. Hiyoko Saionji, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know that she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. She was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mahiru's death. The person who killed these 2 is among us, Sussus Amogus. I definitely can't believe it. But whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out, no matter the cost. For our sake, for our friend's sake, for Ibuki and Hyoko's sake. And so, the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to open. This life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Let's save! Do I still only have gamer skill? Yep. Finish preparations. Let's go.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of
The class trial.
During
In class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
If
You vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Oh well, who cares?
Here's about this boring explanation. Let's get on with it already.
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know, because I was asleep the whole time. Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Stop being a dick. You're right, but stop being a dick.
What's wrong with that?
Me too. Me too, honestly. That's a Molly moment. That's a big Molly moment.
The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
She's right.
Anyway,
She's right though.
proceed with the trial if those 2 can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Then,
Yeah.
let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 on the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room, since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime?
I hate him. I love him and I hate him.
Of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded. But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
Okay, wait, so how many people are participating in this? Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people. Wait. Is that including me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 9 people including me. So 8 people besides me.
Since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone. So I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko. So I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Various ways?
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared,
Hmm.
I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the 4 of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
So we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Does Akane?
It's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
I'm gonna kill you!
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard...
Gonna kill him. I hate him so much.
Suspicious. Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Lie? Why would I lie?
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it. Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
Yeah, Nagito's confusing everybody. Okay, it's time. No.
Hajime's testimony is clearly
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's fault.
Oh, the movie invitation ticket. I didn't see the movie until after, and you fucking know that, you bitch!
That would also...
I don't think I can...
I hate him.
Why would Hajime...
Well, obviously,
Did Hajime...
the fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
No, that's wrong!
Bitch, fuck you.
I'm not the killer! I mean, there's no...
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
Huh?
Before the incident, Hajime had never walked. Each person only received one ticket. Isn't that right?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or did
Bum
anyone
bum
tell him
bum
what
bum
happened to him?
bum bum
Of course
bum
no one
bum
did, right?
bum.
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
So who all saw the movie?
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation.
I guess he's.
It also provides a good warm-up.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
I mean, he's got a point.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
Ooh, he do be having them collarbones though, like,
What a waste
lip
of
bite
time.
emoji.
Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed.
We
the
don't
step
know the
ladder
murder
by
weapon.
herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it. Ibuki
No.
committed suicide.
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide ain't possible, huh?
It ain't possible.
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's
It's possible she was already dead before Ibuki because of the light blocking the curtain thingy.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
It's the closed room murder thing from.
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
Hey, don't just come out.
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru. Me too!
Hey, why are you talking like, huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who
I mean, he's
don't
right.
have alibis.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
You're taking it so personally. Semi-transparent glob.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
Yeah.
You can use that as a bolt. By doing that, the killer who was hiding in waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
The killer
Okay.
was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah.
Hold on a sec. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside?
Mm.
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
Glue.
I see.
semi-transparent glob. Must have been glue. Glue?
Yeah, I think so too. It had a firm, gel-like chewiness, and I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in
I
my
love
mouth.
her so
Even all
much.
that, I'm certain it was glue.
Chiaki eats glue?
Glue was edible.
It's
I
not.
believe it is not something one typically eats.
That glue is only applied to the areas where both doors touch. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly.
But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know?
That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost
She's got a point.
It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
He's a lot of growth on him, honestly. Like, I expected him to, like, dig his heels in there.
Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame.
No.
That's why it's better
Shut
to
the fuck
decide
up.
no sides at all.
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Yeah.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was
Hmm.
away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time,
Mm-hmm.
when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
That is possible.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
It's the wallpaper. Oh, Hangman's Gambit? Ah! Shit. I need an A. Wallpaper, there we go.
I got it!
That scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage? In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap.
Hang on. Something isn't... I just realized that, fucking restream might not actually be going right now. Because it doesn't look like the restream bot is in the chat. So, sorry y'all, just... 1 second. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Restream.io. That's the thing I use to stream to YouTube at the same time. By the way, oh, it has been going, it just hasn't. Okay.
There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so,
You're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper, see? It fits perfectly.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hyoko's body disappearing?
Yeah.
Nobody like me isn't important enough to answer. But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you could
Quit being a little bitch, Nagito. Okay. Logic dive. Oh, it's this thing. I love this thing. How I do? Okay. Accelerate is control. Brake is right mouse. Jump is left mouse. Ow. A little harder than the other one. This one's weird, but oh. God, I'm bad. How bad can I be? Very. The answer. Bum, 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 bum. Question 1. It was hidden. Ah, beans. This is too hard for my gamer skills. Wallpaper, baby. Na 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 na. Sonic, he's on the run. Sonic, #1. Are we done, or is there another question? Oh shit. Tricks and shit. Tricks and is the new Tony Hawk Pro Skater game, by the way, y'all. To cover the pillar, probably. Meow. Phew. Rainbow time.
it's all coming together.
Golden Gay time. Just the rainbow.
I got it. Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
Yeah, that's what I thought might have happened.
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Hyoko's body was already there.
Oh, that's why there were the stickers that weren't there.
However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
Oh.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
Oh, interesting. Oh yeah, because it's a circle shaped.
A perfect circle around the
There we go.
So using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
The killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body...
But why'd they reveal it? They didn't have to reveal it.
Oh, and risky.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Then, when was Hiyoko actually killed?
Good
We
point.
don't know.
And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is that?
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
Hey, don't put
The
my
animation was pretty
in your
cool.
movies without my permission.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
Mothballs?
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them.
Mothballs are pretty cool though, so...
Really? There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Why would you...
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not
Yeah.
just that, but Hiyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
Ish.
As if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie. Although the mutilated...
Because, like, he was pierced by arrows and shit, but...
Why did the killer go to all this trouble?
What was the murder weapon for Hiyoko?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
To mix up the killing order?
Let's see. The reason the killer imitated two of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then, Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
Mm-hmm.
Valid line of reasoning.
Unless they want you to think that.
Valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
He's such a tsundere.
Even crying.
I'll
Me
let you
too.
sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
Oh, yeah.
With that,
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
how right. Your words are so...
Oh my god,
as light as
Gundam.
the sylph's feather.
Fuck!
Out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Man, he's being annoying again.
Me too.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities
Oh my
like
God.
you know something like that?
There's blood and
But she
issues.
was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
Odd.
You're one to talk.
Yeah. Okay. Let's clear it up. Blood on the soles.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on.
I am telling you to...
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Yeah.
I agree.
Blood on the soles.
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint blood stains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She said
That's Hiyoko.
Hyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck, and she died.
If Ibuki stepped on her blood,
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko, which means Ibuki was still alive at.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil.
God damn it! Gundam, I hate you.
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime.
What are you talking about?
You have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line. Are you sure you're sure?
Yeah.
If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know. You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. However, the time for conviction starts now. You better
I hate him.
entertain me to the fullest.
I don't even know what we're like talking about,
Saying
man.
the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the... You can't step on blood that was never there.
Yeah, but the
Just about 1 minute.
smudge on floor.
Did you see a nice nightmare? You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet... Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Ooh, I do like that feature though. That whatever that is.
The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
Yes, I do. If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but
I hope everybody's doing good tonight.
Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right?
But it didn't like work. Just they're
Even if they would
stupid.
hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding.
Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating. So I don't think they had to go that far.
Is that true?
Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Nikon's autopsy?
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heat.
The time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file, just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yup. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object. Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then. But regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma.
Ugh, God, he's annoying.
Again? Didn't something like this happen last time too?
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Mommy.
Why me?
Nagito? What do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
That's totally impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with!
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember?
No.
That means
I mean, she was gullible.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
She's right.
Then she was alive. When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, if she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
But why would she have done that?
She hanged herself. Remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging.
It's a very
Her body
painful
would
way.
have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
Yeah.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two.
I hate
Now we're
him.
free to search for the killer.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw? According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean someone forced her to do it?
Yep.
Forced?
No, it was the despair disease. She was gullible.
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer...
Yeah, it's obvious. What's obvious, hun? Mikan?
So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then, the video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Yep.
Then, we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest
Okay,
alibi
princess. Okay. Rapid fire time, baby!
We can exclude the sick people like me.
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement,
I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was...
so everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have... What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest alibi has...
Okay.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane.
I don't know what these things were. Oh! Okay. Mikan was with Hajime right up until...
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement.
What about Sonya's account? Okay. So it's gotta be
I was totally sleeping
Mikan's
in my
account.
motel room.
I think everyone at...
So everyone who What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be, my...
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by... If nobody has an alibi...
Yeah, Mikan's account. There we go.
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
You two have alibis?
Yeah, we got
I saw the
alibis.
training video. Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime. Too much info.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was? Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
Is it intermission time? Yeah, it's intermission.
Hiya!
Why, hello there, Monami! The moss balls sure look tasty today! Don't characterize me as someone who lives off moss balls! And here's some chance time! What? What's that? Now then, Monami's appeal time starts now! Huh? Appeal time? Your kind-hearted big brother is gonna give you the chance to reclaim your honor! Good luck! Show those jerks who treat you like a red-headed stepchild who's boss! That's 99% your fault! While you were whining, your time's already running out, so please, make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so. That's too long! It'll just be a boring appeal! Come on, if your appeal is successful, there might be merchandise opportunities heading your way. Then... I'm Usami, magical girl Usami! I'm an itty-bitty girl who's sweet like milk! Jeez, and I thought a certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best. What a disappointment! What a disappointment! Who are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever. Let's do a save there too. I'm gonna get some more water because I'm almost out of water. Be right back. Okay, welcome back, everyone. I'm Monami. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation.
He's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead. No, this definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this.
Remember what?
Everyone, do your
Aww.
best. Don't lose to yourself. And don't forget to save frequently.
Bet. The reason the killer did an imitation murder is a reason other than falsifying the murder sequence. Something like that even exist?
It suddenly got quiet in here. Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die for
Man, this again.
Me too!
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too.
Just shut up, man!
If that happened, the invitation would have been perfect.
Because it's not fucking allowed, dude.
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people.
Well, in the first place!
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that. Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
But I'm
Me
thinking
too.
about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
Is it?
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie. About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling
Yeah!
it imitation,
This is what I
the
said!
lion was actually pinned by arrows, right? But Hyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape. Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
But the arrows are what killed them. And...
Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete.
yeah.
If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying Hyoko's murder wasn't.
What?
She's got a point.
The imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions? It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
strange details. Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hiyoko go to the music venue?
Oh. Banter, 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 bam, 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 bam.
So, you're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However, this is getting quite interesting. My four dark devas
Oh my god,
destruction are
Gundam.
getting riled up.
My Hiyoko went to the music venue. If that's the key to all this, I need to find that out, no matter the cost. Well, I know! It was Sonya! It was Sonya! What the? Visit of Monami, blood on the souls, motel room, key, scrap of paper, music video curtains.
Why did Hiyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not, maybe she got abducted by.
No.
Maybe she went of her own free will.
Yeah.
She was guided by the will of causality.
No.
Why did Hiyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd...
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not, maybe she got abducted.
No, maybe she went of her own free will.
Funk? Yeah, motel room key.
It's just as Sonya said.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Hiyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's no way she got abducted?
Hyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hyoko got abducted.
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key.
Yep.
At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that.
I won't lose.
What? Why are you arguing now?
Are you saying my gut was wrong?
Yeah.
This could be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
No! That's not the issue.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now.
Her collarbones, though. Sonya's account.
Hyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hyoko's room and forcibly abducted her.
No.
The girl is so small and weak-looking. And that's why the killer targeted her. Hyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted. The killer forced their way into Hyoko's room and forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak-looking. And that's why the killer targeted her. Hyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hyoko's room. Forcibly abducted. The girl is so small and weak, and that's why the killer targeted her. Damn it!
What the?
Hyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hyoko's room and
No.
forcibly abducted her.
I don't understand.
Hyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or the killer forced their way into Hyoko's room and forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak-looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Hyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
I can't back down!
What the?
Hiyoko was locked inside her room. She definitely got abducted, or the killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room and forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak looking. And that's why the killer targeted her. But Hiyoko's room was... the key was deep in... It's more likely that the killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
Nope.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later. There's no reason for the killer to put the key... The killer probably did... Hold on! Try remembering Hiyoko's box. Her kimono was... There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer! That's
No.
the proof she was abducted, right? Damn it!
Okay, Sonya's
The killer
got.
was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later. There's no reason for the killer probably didn't. Hold on! Try her kimono. There's only one reason her kimono would be that.
Fuck!
She fought the killer.
No.
Allow me to cut through those.
There we go.
The reason Hiyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Hiyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono.
Ooh, man.
I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
I'm not gonna do that.
Now's your chance. Make her.
Nope.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hiyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
He's got a point.
I knew she would go there. There is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin. I'll put you
cretin.
and your hamster 6 feet under.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense.
Yeah.
Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake!
Huh? What do you mean, for my sake?
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
Coincidence?
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
It
Probably.
happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head, and without hesitation,
Killed Hiyoko.
Damn. Full-blooded.
the killer used that coincidence for their crime. It made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. So do you have any ideas?
Damn, we don't know the most important part.
Hey, Nagito.
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet? Oh, am I allowed to speak?
Oh my god.
I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help.
I hate him.
So what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
Huh?
Yeah, we
What are
know.
you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki's slippers. So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
Huh? Really?
Yeah.
That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Are you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be.
Yeah.
That's strange.
Yeah.
This is strange? What's strange?
Yeah. She would have left for what? It was applied after. What was the question? Yeah, the stepladder.
I can prove it with this. If Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself, it's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Huh? There weren't?
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
You noticed such a small detail. How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate.
What are you talking about, dude? You are obviously leading us to this. That's why you brought up the suicide topic after all this time. Nagito Komaeda, you're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate.
Didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder? Then I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it. Unless there was something funny about that video.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video.
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
A trick.
Hajime, I leave it in your...
As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but... Oh,
I love her
you
so
should get-
much.
Yeah, I'll definitely...
Oh.
Damn it!
Oh.
Damn it!
No.
Here!
Oh, okay.
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Can you explain it to us?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder. However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital.
Yeah.
There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
Oh.
That is truly strange.
Oh.
The video showed the moment of Ibuki's death. Then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Unless...
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. But the stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
the blood was added after.
Possible those two stepladders were completely
Or the two
different.
stepladders.
Wait, are you saying there were two step ladders?
But where would you find another step ladder? There was only one step ladder in the music venue.
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue. What do you mean?
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki.
Oh, wait.
All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say...
Oh! Oh! The only other place with like a storage room like that was the hospital. And there was the conference room with the blackout curtain, so they could have used a candle in there with a stepladder in there. with the buy one get one free bags. Is it F? Film? Filming. Cool. Oh man, I needed that O. C. A. Damn it. Yes, yes. T. I. O. In filming location.
I got it. That's right. Besides the step ladder, the filming location must have been different too.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean?
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue. It was filmed somewhere else.
But the hospital monitor is supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Then there's a possibility that the killer also.
They could have taken the music venue camera, swapped it out with one from Electric Avenue, and then smashed it, and nobody would have been able to tell. Oh, it's a logic dive. Okay. Yum. Sonic. Question 1. Camera and the monitor. Ooh, 3-part answer choices. Oh. Okay. Guess that's what happens when you get it wrong. Oh shit. Fuck. What? I'm so bad at this. Is that a checkpoint? Is that what that is? It's just, it's too hard to do this. Like, reliably. Too much spinny. Question 2. The music venue. Yeah? Yeah. Oh man. Oh man, this is tough. Oh, I'm sweating. Okay, question 3. What did the killer do with the camera from the music venue? Oh, time's up. Oh. Well, I lose one thing. Now let's retry. Maybe I should move this jar of peanut butter that's next to my mouse. Might give me a better chance. Do you have to start over? I do. We got this. Believe in the you that believes in the me. That's the anime saying, right? Yoink. The monitor? Wait. Ah, it was the blue one. Fuck. Okay, it was the camera. But it's so hot in here. I'm getting a little delirium. Delirious. Yeah. Jump, 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 jump. What the? Fuck. I just totally missed that one. Okay. Hospital. Hospital. Okay, it was the one at the music venue then. GG, I had a 50% chance of getting that right and I failed. This is fun, but like also terrifying. Fuck shit, fuck shit. Okay, we're good. I do be loving the galaxy black background. Yep. 27, 26, okay. They took it with them. Yeah, took it with them. 5 seconds to go. Woo!
It's all coming together.
Okay. Woo!
That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music venue. With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
The conference room.
Only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
Dude!
He did discover the body. I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
Well, that's true, but in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
Smashed it. Destroyed it.
I see! The killer smashed the monitor to pieces to... As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
Yeah, so it was filmed in the hospital. Oh, Hangman's Gambit again? On F E R E N C E. Okay. Ah, fucking. No, shit. Ah, my mouse is messing up. R. O. O. Oh man, that was the M I needed. Conference room!
I got it!
We did it!
It's possible that it was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
Huh? Conference room?
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
Bum, 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 bum. The music venue curtain.
There's no way the and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the... Did the conference room look like the music venue?
Yeah.
There's no way and the music venue.
Which place resembled... Did the conference room look like... Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Or did they make some kind of set?
Or they might have tampered with the cat.
Set.
I still can't. Hajime, you're pretty stupid.
There's no way and the music venue.
Which place resembled... Did the conference room look like... Or did the music venue look like...
Or did they make some kind of set?
No? Fuck.
There's no way the conference.
Hmm.
And the music venue look.
Which place resembled the... Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the con...
That must be it! What the killer did was make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain, but after the incident, it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid.
That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like a conference room?
Mm-hmm.
In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is
It's wood.
the same color as the music venue
It
stage.
is, yeah.
So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor matched.
Pretty smart.
Floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
Yeah, the candle, right? Because dark light.
You're referring to the candle in the music venue, right? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. If you think about it, strange.
Mm-hmm.
The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming.
That's true. That's true.
That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
Smart, damn.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in the dark.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything.
They've got to
when I
be
went
pretty
there.
damn smart.
There's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime.
Yep.
You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime, it's occurring in the conference room.
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
So it's, yeah, that it's possible that that wasn't Ibuki. Ibuki in the conference room is fake.
The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki. It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hint bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
Yeah.
But why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video
Was to make an alibi for
There's
them.
only one possibility I can think of. And if I examine that possibility thoroughly, then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself.
Huh?
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
The only... Okay, let's think for a minute. Go to a person who has long, dark hair like Ibuki, because that's what we saw in the video. But the only person it could be is Mikon.
You're the only one! Mikon, you're the killer, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoko?
Killer? Huh? I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible? A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
She's right! A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question!
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Mikon have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence!
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room. Is that also a coincidence?
You should be exhausted from nursing without any sleep, huh? You insist I'll use the on-call room upstairs. Go relax in the lobby instead.
At that time, you said you were going to the on-call room, but you actually went to the conference room. That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming. By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music venue. And showed that to me.
Oh man, yeah, yeah.
Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Yeah.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Akane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
So that must...
Please wait a second. What are you saying? I'm the killer? That's impossible. There's no way I could kill someone.
Prove it.
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
Just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Wrong! It's totally wrong! It's not what you think!
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Mikan is the killer?
I agree.
Yeah.
It
It's
is
difficult to
truly
believe, but
difficult
that's
to
the
believe
only
someone
thing.
could be killed by such a
Unless
slow-witted
she's been
woman.
pretended.
That slow-witted remark is not necessary.
It's fine. I've been like this for a long time. In a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my soft Even I can't deny that. How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious. Serious.
What do you say, Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
She hasn't provided any evidence.
You hate me that much, Hajime?
Hey, Hajime!
Everyone's ganging up on me. Tricks aside, logic aside, is she really capable of doing something like this? Could it be I'm the one making a mistake? No, in fact, it'd be so much easier if I was wrong. If I have this much doubt about someone I've spent so much time with.
Can you hold on a minute? Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time. I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning. Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover the truth that nobody else knows.
What? Are you serious?
Oh?
I've been so focused on everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it, right?
You'd better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you
Oh?
Actually, this is a game.
Please don't say such controversial statements. Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Dang! That's a huge deal!
A decisive clue? Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we?
She should be more eager to.
Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from, this rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If they got it at
Yeah, it
the
is.
supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
What's wrong with...
I want you to take a close look at this rope.
Hmm.
And keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly. But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part
Yeah, I have
of the
no
rope
idea.
that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her.
Oh.
The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
That would make sense, yeah.
Hold on. I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too. Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
Huh?
What was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then...
I finished speaking.
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
I don't know. That really true? Okay, let's go.
Ibuki didn't die from hang. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, the scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn?
But we believed it was from a hang. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Yeah.
That must be it. So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time.
There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right? Yes. She had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself. I see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself.
You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikan?
That is... well...
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking. You, Mikan.
I don't know what the difference is.
Nurse.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that. That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
You were right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
But medicine is the one, and body shit is the one thing she's not clumsy or unskilled in.
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Mikan nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
Really?
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her.
Yeah?
It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikan because she was nursing her.
Oh, yeah?
So Mikan volunteered to nurse us? Because she was planning
Well, who
to
else
get
was
us
gonna
all
nurse
along?
you?
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikan is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You
Yeah.
got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you.
Oh, damn.
Just can't forgive this crime at all.
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikan is the killer.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously
I
gonna
can't
beat
believe it
you
was
up.
Mikan, bro. She's so sweet and pure. I love her.
But I'm really not the killer.
Her voice is so inconsistent already that it would be difficult to tell a change in demeanor if she was lying.
There's no way. I'm capable of killing someone.
Is that really true?
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop. I don't want to do this either. Of course I don't want to do this. But I need to do this.
Yeah,
You
we need
doubt your
to.
friends?
That's not it. I suspect them because I want to believe them.
What the hell does that mean?
I'm with Akane here. What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. 'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Don't say deep stuff.
Me too.
Don't really get it.
Yeah, me fucking
If you
too.
want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first.
Oh yeah.
Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
She's got a point.
Fine. Do whatever you want.
Oh
I
damn.
won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you can say?
Oh.
So in the end,
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh man, that tone. Oh, I've got chills. Fuck.
justifying your actions with fancy words, making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always. It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that. You hear me? I'm done.
Hey, Mikan.
It's not fair. It's not fair. Not fair.
Oh shit, man. Oh fuck. I knew she was gonna like, you know?
Why won't you forgive me? If you did something wrong, you'd forgive yourself right away! What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now? Wow, this is annoying. Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit it? That's the issue.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some?
Huh?
I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends, but still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair.
Yeah.
Hey Mikan, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched?
Like I said, it obviously wasn't me.
Can you prove it?
Wait. Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video? That's right.
We literally, I mean, I guess it's all circumstantial.
Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room. Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy. I didn't do anything wrong. Why does everybody always hate me?
Oh damn.
Please, just forgive me already.
Is this broad really okay?
No.
She's emotionally unstable.
Mood.
I never filmed that video!
It seems she finally started arguing for us.
Huh?
The only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime. So, I'm going to leave this to you.
Why is it?
again.
Why am I the only one though?
Why do you get to decide I'm the killer? Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already!
I need to make up my mind. I'm the one who has to do it. I'm the one who's gonna finish this. Okay. Make your argument.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Damn.
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
can't think of anybody else who could have filmed that.
Deep is the handbag
Hmm.
is the hospital gate, or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mika.
Is that really your? You could tell her body type under the just from that camera and just from that dim candlelight. There's no way you'd be able to. So please, Hajime,
You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Did I get it? Fuck.
We can't think of anybody who could
Okay.
have filmed that.
Once again.
Is the handbag is the hospital gate, or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mika.
Is that really? You could tell her body type just from that video, just from that camera angle, just from that dim There's no way you'd be able to. So please forget.
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Okay, there we go. I think...
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Is the handbag on her head? Is the
No,
hospital gown
no.
Or could it be the hospital slipper?
No.
Is that
It wasn't
really?
body
You
type.
could tell her body type and just from that video, just from that.
It was the camera angle.
I'll shoot through that contradiction. Mikan, you've committed a major mistake.
Mistake?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
What's wrong with that?
But I never said anything about the camera angle.
Oh. Yeah.
So how can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
The only reason Mikan knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
Ooh, look at her face.
Just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied, didn't you?
Are you serious? Is it true, Mikan? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Forgive me! I was wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it.
I mean, it's impossible.
Impossible?
What handbag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her?
Mm-hmm.
She's getting weirder by the minute.
That tote bag. Isn't it the same one
Mhm.
that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater?
Yep.
Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right?
Right.
See? Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't.
Oh, damn.
There's no mistake that tote bag is a limited item.
She's not doing what's so hot.
So don't you think it's impossible? Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time? It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think?
No.
That's why that
I don't
video was
think.
fabricated, and I'm not the killer. So you'll forgive me, right?
Taking your stubbornness this far. Such despair.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
Long time no see. Well, not really. It's time for the third PTA meeting. This is probably going to be my last job during a class trial. Please humor me while I taint your ears one last time. Starting from this PTA, the reload and ammo features will be added. You will no longer be able to make do with just the left mouse button. Below the tempo marker in the lower portion of the screen, the number of bullets are displayed. From this point on, you'll need one bullet to destroy one remark. When you're out of bullets, you won't be able to destroy the remarks, no matter how much you mash the left mouse button. You will be able to refresh your bullets by pressing the tab key to reload. Just like locking on, press the tab key in time with the tempo marker. The controls are the same as the left mouse button. Match the tempo marker by pressing the tab key. The number of bullets refreshed is based on how well you kept the tempo. If you get the timing wrong when you press the tab key, bullets will not be refreshed, so please be careful. Also, your ammo will be completely refreshed and will not run out during fever time. If your difficulty level is set to channel, you don't need to reload. I guess this was a pretty useless explanation, even though it was the last one. That should be all the explanations for the class trials. The rest is up to you to overcome. You should be able to find it beyond this point. What you and I both yearn for. True despair. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Explaining it until you forgive me! That bag is a limited item! That's why that crime is impossible for anyone to pull off.
This chick, has she lost it for good?
Will you forgive me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that right? You're obviously gonna forgive me, right?
At this rate, we're not getting anywhere. I gotta do something and end this. I gotta do something so I can make her admit it. PTA meeting time! Woo!
You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Why only me? Please, draw on me. Can you forgive me already? Forgive me!
Gotta be real? I don't,
Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. You're done for! Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. Do you understand?
draw on you? I don't want to draw on you.
Why only me?
Oh shit.
Draw on me. There's only one bag. It's impossible to
Thea,
use two
Tur,
pieces at the same
bonus
time.
prize.
This is the end.
Yeah! Yeah, Mikon! Get fucked!
Monokuma mentioned this earlier.
When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes.
Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize. Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in two separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Why? Why can't you forgive me? Why?
It seems her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already!
Mikon,
I don't hate you, Mikon.
after I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
Closing argument. Begin. Okay. What I saw on the monitor. The video. What did the killer do after the broadcast? That's that. No, that's that. Nope. Okay. Damn. Yes, okay. One clue that the killer left was that. Oh, last stock, that's it? What did the killer do after the broadcast? Threw off Monomi's tote bag. Go back to normal after destroying it. That. Bum bum bum. Blue?
Here's everything that happened
Oh.
in this case. The key to this incident is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Mikon this
Bum,
morning,
bum, bum,
I
bum,
noticed a
bum, bum,
specific
bum, bum,
thing in the
bum,
log.
bum,
Incoming
bum,
signal light on the surveillance
bum.
monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music video. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music video. But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music video camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time, when in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake.
But, yeah.
I didn't know that, so I went to the music video and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick.
Yeah.
First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music video, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko and me. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out. Isn't that right, Mikon? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
Yep. Oh, that smile! That damn smile.
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair!
Mikon, you... What has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
54 points. That must have been the fucking... 1 point! Oops. I gotta pee again. Oh well.
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote.
Woo! Vote time!
As the blackened, will you make the right choice
Or the dreadfully wrong one!
Let's go!
Dum, bum, bum. Woo! Guilty! Kuma coins! Flowers, confetti! Alright. Alright.
Well
Now then, though it may be obvious at this point, you got it right once again! That's like 3 in a row! That's right! The true identity of this horrifying blackened who killed 2 girls was... Mikan Sumiki!
Damn it.
You gotta be shitting me. Are you saying Mikan, the one who nursed us back to health, was the one who killed him?
Won't forgive you.
Don't joke around with me, Mikan. Did you lie to us all along? Were you planning to kill him from the start while you were nursing him? Don't just laugh. Say something. This is going nowhere.
What's going on?
This chick.
Hey.
This is nothing like Peko. She's actually gone mental.
That's obvious.
There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikan Sumiki we knew. Huh?
Hey.
Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. She probably had the despair disease, which was the motive for this case.
What?
Mikan too, you say? I know because I was looking at Mikan for so long. She was the one taking care of me after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. A despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. Hold on, did you say Mikan also had the despair disease? Then that means she was... Huh? Hajime, has something crossed your mind? My body's heavy. No, not just heavy. It's somewhat soft and really hot. That's right, Mikan felt really hot at that time. Now that I think about it, that must have been high fever. Just like what Ibuki and Akane had.
Cannot be.
Then, because of that disease, Mikan was...
Perhaps.
The symptoms she surely felt must have been deserving of the name despair disease. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair. That's the reason why she can still laugh in such a hopeless situation. Which means the Mikan standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now that she's been infected by the despair disease.
Isn't that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. Ultimate despair? That's what I was thinking. Like the vibe is similar. That's the reason why I cannot forgive this. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope.
Possible.
There's no way I can forgive that. For the sake of despair? That's completely wrong.
Huh?
Wrong? Wrong. What's wrong?
Was for the sake of my beloved.
Huh? Huh?
Who are you talking about? If only they were still alive, they'd be so happy. I know.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me. They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted me.
She got some like hardcore trauma, bro.
Value. They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full. This is my reciprocation.
What? I understand that I've done something unforgivable. But you know, to transcend all that is truly what love is about.
Hey.
I don't understand what you're saying. You don't understand? Is it because you don't have anyone to love? Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you.
Well,
Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. This feeling of freedom where you no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within that thin veil, and I'm just looking out through it. That's why, as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me, it's like nothing matters. I could just die. That's how little it matters. Who cares about hope or despair? It's love, only love. Nagito, is this really the despair disease you were talking about? It seems that I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair. You are half right. It's right to say that this is all thanks to the disease. But thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved. Remember? Apparently that's what my symptom was. What a wonderful symptom. Which means you had the remembering disease? But if this means she remembered something and ended up like this, are you saying you were like this from the start? Were you like this before we even came to this island? Don't get so angry. Well, first of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know? Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of my many human relationships, so it's everybody's fault that I turned out like this, you see? Even so, the current me was most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. And it was also my beloved who created the me that everyone can't forgive. But my beloved still forgives me and accepts me. That is the key difference between all of you and my beloved. Like I said, who the fuck are you talking about? Are you saying this is Mikan? She's the real Mikan? Mikan, please answer me. Did you really remember? You ended up like this all because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that. There's no way. The person you are right now is the real Mikan. Oh, you still doubt me? Then, to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. It's about that World Ender organization that you all were worrying about.
You serious?
You know? Not know. I just remembered, that's all. I knew about it all along. How that horrifying organization known as World Ender is also the organization known as the Future Foundation. Future Foundation? Future. That's right. That symbol on the ancient ruins door. That's right, it was Japanese word for future.
Hey.
Just what is this Future Foundation? What are they planning? As the name suggests, the organization that is the World Ender, the Future Foundation, is trying to end our world. To put it simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves. What the heck? This isn't a comic book, you know? As part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, mon ami? Huh? I knew it! Mon ami, I knew it! Mon ami, Monokuma. They're both members of that crazy organization, aren't they? Monami and I aren't members. Monokuma! My existence is entirely my own!
Hey.
Don't laugh. Hey Mikan, if you really do remember, and you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us. Of course I know that. Let's see. The Future Foundation lackey that's hiding among you all is... Oh well, no one really cares about that, don't you think?
Of course not.
Ah, hell no! You'll find out eventually. So there's no need to be so impatient. Probably when that countdown ends. Countdown? You even know about that? I don't know anything. Huh? I have a feeling that's what it is, but who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love from the bottom of my heart. I just don't care about anyone or anything. Mikan, is this really you? I won't believe it. There's no way I can believe... you were like this all along, because if that's true, then who's the person we've been spending time with up until now? The past. Past? That person. She didn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost her school memories. You guys considered that thing a friend. Oh, that doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self, but not my present self. But that's... well, that applies to you all as well. Memories of people, memories of events. Whatever memory it is, losing memories are... like losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person. Don't you think? Losing our memories makes us shadows of the past. Don't you think?
Hey.
I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end, it always leads back to that story. That story about our stolen school lives. So, it was true all along. Our memories were taken away. If it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering this much. Well, why don't you just take your sweet time and remember at your own pace? Oh, Monokuma. Is it alright for you to start now?
Yes, indeed.
Punishment time? Damn it, why? Mikan, why does it have to end like this? This is too pointless. This is too much.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For the ultimate nurse, Mikan Sumiki!
So it's over. It's really... Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me. I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Who the fuck is her beloved?
Give it
The thing we've got! It's punishment time! Oh god, I love saying that so much. It's so fun. Bonk. Game over. Mikan has been found guilty. Time for the punishment! Uh-oh. Bye-bye ouchies. Uh-oh, well. What is happening? What is rocket? What? What is... She's in space now, bro. You just launched her into space? On a giant arm? I mean, I guess? It's finished. Is it really finished? That was surprisingly not bloody, especially for the Ultimate Despair. The killer who killed Ibuki Miyota and Hiyoko Sayonji was Mikan Sumiki, and she's been executed. She apparently committed her crime because she was afflicted by the despair disease. So what? What's finished? Nobody wanted it to end this way.
Let me ask.
Who was that Mikan from earlier? Was that her true form? Or is that itself a symptom of the despair disease? It doesn't matter either way. If she ended up like that just from remembering, then all along, Mikan was never worth being a symbol of hope. Even if her words were influenced by the despair disease, if the disease turned her into that, if she lost herself to a simple disease, she was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of hope. So, let's just move on. Come on, let's take all this despair and change it into hope. That is impossible. I mean, I thought we were friends this whole time, but even so. Like a house of cards collapsing in an instant. In the end, our friend we thought we knew ended up showing us a completely different side of herself. And she vanished from our sight, leaving behind only her malice towards us. And now, there's no way we can just move on or try to have a clear-cut attitude about these feelings. It's clearly impossible. It would have been so much easier if she was the traitor, too. Too bad! That's not the case. Mikan was not the traitor. The traitor is still alive. As proof, see how fine Monami looks right now? I'm not fine at all. But if the traitor died, you wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns of the Future Foundation, so you guys are like two hearts beating as one, right? What does that make you, fiend? You did say that you're different than Monami. Who cares about who I am? More important, I'm tired. The drama just kept going and going. I didn't even have time to eat my black bean right eye during the break. Your right eye is made out of black beans? Wait, now's not the time to focus on that. What are you trying to say? You know, isn't it said that life has its ups and downs? It's fun because downs come after ups. But if life is full of downs, wouldn't it get boring? So, in order to help you guys feel better, I've prepared a special event. Special event? Head over to the First Island's beach. An old friend will be waiting there. Old friend? Could it be? Could it be Nekomaru? Hey. Is it? It is, isn't it? Nekomaru was safe after all. Safe? How should I say this? I knew it. I knew that crazy bastard Nekomaru would come back to us in one piece. Awesome. We're starting to see the light of hope. The light of hope? I am happy Nekomaru is returning to us, but
So just as I thought.
3 of our friends just died, so I honestly cannot be happy. Miss Sonia!
However,
Even so, I am still happy. If Nekomaru is safe, I am truly happy. If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken from us would do the same if they still lived. Hey, Supreme Overlord, who gives a shit? That line doesn't suit you at all. I shall crush you into dust. You hear that, Nox? I'll crush you into dust, bro. Ibuki, Hiyoko, Mikan, can you hear us? If you are unhappy, I apologize. However, please forgive me for right now. I want to warmly welcome Nekomaru when he returns to us. You don't have to worry, Sonia. I'm sure your feelings are reaching them.
right?
Then let's all go greet Nekomaru. Let's make it grand, even for those who have died. Huh? What the heck? Do I still have the after effects of that disease? I don't get this at all. Akane? Alrighty then, let's go! Yeah, you're right. No, Nox, I can't let you out right now. I can't. Okay? You stop messing with everything. Nekomaru's coming back. When we heard that, we were unable to contain our excitement as we jumped into the elevator. Man, they just ran off without listening to what I had to say. Jeez, they're so impatient. Didn't they learn to stick around until others have finished talking? What does that mean? You're plotting something again, aren't you? No way! I'm not plotting anything. I was just trying to properly explain everything to them, including Nekomaru's body. Huh? Nekomaru's body? It's their fault for not sticking around until I finish talking. So if something happens because of that, I bear no responsibility. You? What did you do to Nekomaru? What did I do? I just saved him, that's all. I mean, if I didn't do that, there's no way I could have saved someone who was that close to death. So it just couldn't be helped. As soon as we exited the elevator, we started running. Hurry! To the beach on the First Island! Alright, let's haul ass! Even though our minds were completely exhausted, strangely enough, our bodies felt light. Without stopping for anything, we kept right on running toward the beach on the First Island. Where in the world is Nekomaru? Hey Nekomaru! Show yourself! That's not the right accent I was using. Hey Nekomaru, show yourself!
Listen.
We have come to pick you up. Please hurry up and come out of hiding. We raised our voices. We looked around the area. We raised our voices again. We looked around the area again. And so on and so forth. We kept looking for him, but... What the hell, man? He's nowhere to be found. Could it be? Did we get false info from Monokuma again? And that's when it happened. We heard a familiar voice echo throughout the beach.
What happened? Were y'all looking for me?
Could it be?
That voice! With high hopes in our hearts, we turned to the direction of the voice, and then we saw something truly unbelievable. Is it Robo Nekomaru?
What the?
Yo! I've kept you waiting. Hey, what's going on? Perhaps you don't remember my face since we haven't seen each other in a while. That's pretty sad, you know? That's too much!
Who are you?
Huh? You too? What's going on? If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
Is he a little Monokuma size?
Oh, you mean this body? This is nothing.
It's Robo Nekomaru.
Nekomaru Nidai. I've been reborn in the rivers of hell.
That's incredible. How many days left? 9 days. Chapter 3, Trapped by the Ocean Scent. End. 12, 11, 10, 9. Dangan. Oh, hey, we got, is it medicine or social skull? We got a nurse's apron. Oh, let's save. Okay, well, that's, damn, y'all. That was an intense episode. That was an intense stream. Yeah, that was awesome, actually. But yeah, so we're gonna call that for tonight. So let me just yeah, here we go. Yeah, so yeah, how'd y'all like that one? Did y'all expect it was Mikon? Because I didn't until like the fucking very end. Yeah, Mikon, why? Oh, I'm so sorry. My name is Celestia Ludenberg. She did snap. I was monitoring the stuff on my phone, and apparently it didn't show. That's weird. But, I hope you come back. Ugh. But yeah, so yeah, that's all we're gonna do on the stream for right now. Yeah, if you wanna see some more of me, we'll, God, that was a heavy one. But yeah, my Twitter is @MollyMarksVT. We normally try to stream, Tuesdays and Fridays from about 7 to 9 p.m., but this game's been running a little bit longer, so it's normally like 7 to 10 or 11 p.m. But yeah, so on Tuesday we'll start chapter 4. And I think we're gonna read K Swiftly. They are playing Overcooked 2. They're pretty dope. Go check them out. Yeah. So yeah, that's about all I've got for you tonight. Remember to drink some water, comrades.